everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's Challenge Runs in the Binding of Isaac. This one is a unique one, coming to us via YouTube top comment from user VerseTech09. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, this is just called Lady Luck, and quite simply, we have the luck foot, as you can tell by that weird little sprite on our right side of our, I guess technically on our left foot. We also have Dead Sea Scrolls and infinite item power. So what this effectively means is that I can use Dead Sea Scrolls as much as I want, which is going to produce some interesting effects for us. However, it also has the potential to be either, you know, really great items, because Dead Sea Scrolls can give us basically every item in the game, but also potentially really terrible items sometimes. Okay, so the nail is obviously fantastic for us. In order to kind of make this a little bit more difficult, well, I've already lost the Spirit Heart, but I think I should be limited to using Dead Sea Scrolls once per room. This wasn't actually mentioned in the challenge run suggestion, but I think it's the only thing that really makes sense. Because otherwise it is going to make things far, far too easy, I think. Especially because it doesn't have the same effect every single time. So for example, I could just get the shears here and then do again, oh, there's Book of Revelations, oh, there's Book of Sin, and just basically give myself random items over and over. That was just for an example there. I didn't mean to take all of the stuff that we got there, but hey, it's not a bad thing, so I will take it. But yes, so I'm going to say no item rooms, but we can have unlimited use. Oh man, Kamikaze, that was the worst possible thing that could have happened there. We can have like one use of the Dead Sea Scrolls per room, which makes it like 6 times more effective than before. Dead Sea Scrolls has largely been one of my most hated items in the game, so this could make for some interesting plays. And it does really play into that kind of Lady Luck title, and spirit as well. Because, you know, if we get bad items from Dead Sea Scrolls, for example, if we run into too many more Kamikazes, we're going to find ourselves in a terrible position. But if we get good items, then everything could end up working out very well for us. Shoop the whoop! I just finished that run, so at least we did manage to kill someone with it. Now, there was the suggestion on this run to just roll, like, straight up, no tears style, which seemed crazy to me, to just spam Dead Sea Scrolls every single room. Kind of seems fun as well, but also seems incredibly risky. Just in case I run into a situation, you know, like the one we just had, where I used Kamikaze by accident, and oh, surprise, I'm dead. There is a half heart for us in here, which is useful. I'm going to use this just to see. I was hoping maybe we'd get some bombs that we could use to get to that money. But if we have to backtrack again, well, we shouldn't have to backtrack again. But if we did, I would use Dead Sea Scrolls again to get through that. And see if maybe we can get something to break that up. What do we have here? My Little Unicorn. Okay, that makes for an easy room for us. And High Priestess is going to be a great card for when we go against the boss. This has the potential to be a very interesting run. What do we have here? Yum Heart. Worthless. But yes, I much prefer this model than the one where I would use no tears and just spam Dead Sea Scrolls constantly. I think, honestly, that would make me overpowered, especially if I kept getting, you know, Book of Revelations, Nail, and whatnot. But let's see what this pill gives us. Luck up. That works well in conjunction with the conditions of this run as well. Now remember, we are going to be fighting 2 bosses. We get My Little Unicorn again, which is fantastic. We'll use that to destroy some of this stuff, but we are going to have to still kill this guy the old-fashioned way. By the way, I should mention Tammy's head. Yeah, that could have been more useful if I hadn't used it in that situation. But I just uploaded Isaac 354, and people have posted in the comments. I mean, obviously this is going to be like 3 days old at this point, but better late than never, right? People have posted that there's some desync in the video, and unfortunately, that's the kind of thing that it does happen sometimes. Just like weird interactions with Camtasia recorder and your computer. It happened to me on my computer back home as well, so it's nothing to do with the actual like software that we're dealing with here. Oh, fantastic, lemon mishap. It's nothing to do with the actual hardware that we've got going on here. Just randomly happens, probably like once every 30 videos with Camtasia. Unfortunately, it's unfixable as far as I know, so it's just kind of the thing that when it happens, it happens. Just deal with it. As far as I know, it's an isolated incident. If it becomes a substantial problem, we'll talk about it then. But for now, I apologize for it, but there's not much I can do about it, if you feel me on that one. So we do have High Priestess. I'm not going to use that to fight Duke of Flies here. I already used our Dead Sea Scrolls to produce Tammy's head, which is a fairly decent item. And I'm starting to feel that maybe we should be allowed to go to item rooms. Maybe we'll just skip like the first 2 item rooms and then get items after that. Because like we're not really... Does Dead Sea Scrolls every room, like one random spacebar item every room, compensate for, you know, missing out on 8 item rooms or 6 item rooms? The answer to that question is probably no. But we'll judge it as we go. Who knows? Something like Polyphemus would be fantastic as well. But I don't want it to become a run where like Dead Sea Scrolls suddenly becomes not the most effective way for us to fight. I always want to be incentivized to use Dead Sea Scrolls beyond just having it be the condition of the run. So I just use the shovel. I guess, like, this is kind of risky now because I don't want to leave. I'm going to use the High Priestess, which is just actually going to solve this problem for me. I lost a Spirit Heart, but oh well. Picked up a range upgrade. Weird random shovel. We're going to see what we get just from Dead Sea Scrolls here. Book of Belial. Okay, that's not that effective. How about on this room? The Hourglass, which is going to slow these enemies, which is actually not that great for us. Because they're slowed, but I would have preferred them to go faster so they got to the middle more quickly. It's another luck uphill for us. Again, I still have no idea what luck actually does for us. But I'm going to take it regardless, because obviously it's positive. We have Wiggle Worm, which is... causes our shots to move in an S. But I think since we have Cancer and we're firing tears so quickly, it doesn't really work. So after this wave, I'm going to pop another Dead Sea Scroll, just see what happens. Hourglass again. The real question is, I'm not sure if there's... if Dead Sea Scrolls is programmed to use Wrath of the Lamb items, or if it only uses standard, like, vanilla Isaac items. I think it does only use standard vanilla Isaac items, which is a little weird. I didn't even know Wiggle Worm could actually show up from Dead Sea Scrolls. That is, of course, assuming I'm using, or I'm thinking of Wiggle Worm correctly as the item that makes your shots shoot in an S. I could be wrong about that, but I think I'm right about it. Okay, we only got one more to deal with here. And we're going to pick up another bomb. I should look for secret rooms, I guess, because shops could potentially be very viable for me. And valuable for me as well as we move onwards here. Lemon Mishap, not going to blow up that slot machine for me. How about this? Another shovel. Again, risky, because I don't want to leave this floor yet. I think I will go to item rooms now. Perhaps overestimated the strength of this run. Due to getting, you know, like the Nail and Book of Revelations and the Shears so quickly. Now I'm getting more standard items. And it seems like a much better idea for me to go just with standard item rooms as well as Dead Sea Scrolls. Probably 2 item rooms and a missed shop is a fair trade. Necronomicon was a very good item to get right there. And of course, now the game is making me eat my words. How about now? Shoot the Whoop. Well, that was a total waste, wasn't it? Luckily, we do have the Cancer Trinket, and that already makes us, like, incredibly effective from a Tears perspective. Almost took some damage there, but Halo of Flies ended up saving me. Bring it the F on. Any second now. There we go. Another bomb, but I need to use a bomb to get a bomb, which is not a fair trade. Well, I guess it's exactly a fair trade. And that's what makes it not so good for me. So that was weird. I kind of thought we got hit there, but we didn't. We teleported out. It just took a second to make happen. And obviously our secret room is complete garbage now. Let's see what we got in this room again. Silkworms, and this time we get My Little Unicorn, which appears to be an item that shows up all the time. I did get all 6 there. Kind of surprised me. See what we've got in our shop now that we have 7 cents. Battery is obviously effectively worthless, so we're not going to buy anything here. I'd rather save my money, pick up a compass or map later. And we will see what we've got in this boss room here. So far, so good on this run. We're going to get a cube of meat for beating it. He said beating it. Slang for masturbation. Did he really create 4 worms just out of nowhere? That's crazy. I want to use Dead Sea Scrolls again just to keep things going here. Oh, okay, it's Book of Revelations. Now I feel bad. Take my Spirit Heart, please. I'm actually not going to give him the Spirit Heart. I realize that might be against the spirit of the run. What can I say, though? I may not be the most honorable Isaac player, but I am the most consistent. Whether that means consistent with putting out videos or consistent with being bad at the game, you know, use your own discretion. Choose your own meaning for that one, as you will. It's a Rorschach test of your feelings on the Northernlion channel, I suppose. And we are going to destroy Pestilence here at some point in the future. Hopefully, any second now. I actually welcome this cube of meat because, hey, that is an extra, basically, fly for our Halo of Flies. And in here we have Money Equals Power and Brother Bobby. Considering we're playing Lady Luck, I kind of think Money Equals Power is an interesting item to take. And we don't take this very often, so it's going to be interesting at least. Kind of fits in with the theme, you know, money equals power, gambling, dollar-shaped glasses makes it seem like we're in Las Vegas or something. Lemon Mishap, obviously garbage for us. So now we're really going to want to try to find secret rooms. We're probably going to be adverse to spending money, and obviously the more money we get, the more damage upgrades we get as a result. Money equals power always has the potential to be a fun item, if nothing else. Pinking Shears, the great item for us, although I'm guessing that our Meat Boy is sadly going to focus on taking out the neutral flies more often than anything else. Every cent counts for us now. I would still welcome a compass. Like, 1 compass instead of a damage upgrade would be totally fair. Let's see what we got here. Book of Revelations, that's good because I'm going to be hit. It's just a matter of when. probably. Oh, there's another tinted rock there. So we're going to gain a couple of spirit hearts on this room by way of several different avenues. Okay, so can we kill this grandfather fly? Then we've only got 2 assholes to deal with. Grandfather fly is down. We got champion sorry, these aren't even grandfather flies. These are nutsack flies. Got to get my own nomenclature right here. There we go. More money. We're almost at our first damage upgrade. And of course there is the curse room as well, which is tempting, but not really that tempting. Deck of cards has given us the strength card, which is good because I've already lost a little bit of health. Not that the strength card will play too much in terms of restoring that health, but, you know, at the very least on the next room we'll be able to do a little bit more damage to this asshole. And we got Shoop the Whoop. Make it count. Make it count. That is definitely making it count. Let's pop our strength card now. It's actually the champion, which means he creates little hearts, which are some of the most annoying enemies to deal with, of course. Does he ever start going diagonally? He should, I believe. So if I can just get him basically trapped to one side. There, wow, he's dead already. I did not expect that to happen so quickly. HP upgrade for us, very worthwhile. Even if we did lose 1 heart there because of, you know, strength just becoming on its refractory period, if you will, or its effects wearing off. Up here, well, we might as well. Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for. That gives us extra money, which means that we can either buy a compass, or I can just basically put that as money in the bank for our damage upgrades. Anarchist Cookbook scares the shit out of me. Didn't really do much for us other than triggering the neutral flies. That's okay. Should be able to take out the conga line just by way of our tiers, which are now doing a little bit more damage because we crossed over 10 cents. And another one. So we're to 14, a little bit more until we get to our next damage upgrade. We got a little Gish, that's a great item. Doesn't really play into the Lady Luck thing, but I will take every advantage I can get. Not every run has to be thematically consistent the entire way through. Sometimes you just need a good basis to start a run and then work from there. And so far this run I think is a little bit overpowered compared to the norm, but not grossly overpowered by any stretch. It's really awesome when we get the Game Kid or Unicorn Horn, but apart from that, most of the time I'm still having to rely on a little bit of tier shooting skill in order to make something happen. What do we have here? Tammy's Head. That could kill a couple. Yeah, it did kill a couple actually. Like literally killed 2 of them. Which is good for us. And there's another Spirit Heart up there. We're getting very lucky with respect to health so far. Why am I still going here? There's no... Oh, we're okay. There's no second item room for me to go to. There is a shop. Book of Belial is going to give us way extra damage here. So I guess I will use a key to go to the shop, just in case, because again, I would love to buy a compass. Even if it did take me below damage up territory. Let's see what we got. I mean, it's 15 cents. We don't even have enough money to buy the compass, unfortunately. Which reminds me, we should be looking for secret rooms. Like that one, which should have been there. There's another few locations for it, though. We have plenty of bombs, so it's not a big deal. Hourglass is certainly an interesting item, given our current situation. Unfortunately, I still ended up getting myself totally screwed and trapped in here. And Hourglass is good. Yes, just wore off, but that's okay. 1 bomb to get to a chest, as well as a bomb. Or sorry, as well as a key. So we are at 15 cents now. We could throw our damage upgrades away to pick up that compass. I kind of want to be honest with you. I think it's well worth it for later floors. And we should be able to find the secret room anyway. So, you know what? Why not buy the compass for 15 cents? Basically, I'm saying I have confidence that we'll be able to make up that 15 cents later. As is, that compass is valuable for us. And this is certainly an interesting run so far. Dead Sea Scrolls is just like a nice augment every room to be able to use. Now, I'm hoping we get like 10 cents in the secret room. It's kind of unlikely, but the potential is there. Well, 3 cents. It's better than nothing, I suppose. And we'll have to deal with it. So we did basically get a damage down there. Oh well, though. No big deal. And this is the one situation where I would actually welcome Pageant Boy. Although if I'm going to get Pageant Boy, I would rather just get the quarter or something. Or even the Steam sale. Because I don't really use my money apart from buying items from the shop. Alright, Devs Part 1. We're going to see what we've got in all of these rooms. Bob's Rotten Head is certainly a curious item to have. I think we used it to good effect there. To kill the bomb fly as well as whatever came apart from it. I don't know why I don't have unlimited item power anymore. That seems unusual. Maybe I have to go back into Cheat Engine? Yes, this does not seem right. Unless, let's just check one more room. Yeah, I can't use Dead Sea Scrolls anymore. We're going to open up Cheat Engine as soon as we finish this room. Because that definitely flies in the face of the challenge run so far. What's going on here, Cheat Engine? You're not responding or something? Infinite item power is definitely checked off. Let's see if we go into this room back here. Does this actually work for us? No, it doesn't. That's very interesting. You know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna restart cheat engine here. You probably can't see everything that's happening right here, but I assure you that I'm doing some good stuff. Let's get cheat engine loaded in. It was a little slow today. I'm not sure what's up with that, but we'll load Isaac. Yes. Keep the current address. Infinite item power. And we'll see if a restart here was enough to make that happen. Maybe I've got some weird combination of items that just simply does not work together for infinite item power. I'll try on the next room to just put Dead Sea Scrolls back. Like, we'll get rid of Dead Sea Scrolls and then take it again. Because I'm not sure what's up with that. That is pretty weird. Worst case scenario, I guess. We'll take this pill first. Balls of Steel. Hey, excellent. So we'll get rid of Dead Sea Scrolls. We'll just come down here. Apologize for these technical difficulties. I have nothing to do with it. We'll change it to start with... what's a spacebar item that we could use here? That wouldn't actually benefit us all that much. We already have the compass, so maybe I'll just take the compass. Walk back, and you know, that actually didn't affect us at all, I think. So let's come down here and go to 7C, which is going to be Dead Sea Scrolls. Walk into the next room, and it's not charging. This is so weird. What if I replace it with Monster Manuel? Could we use that instead? Apparently, cheat engine is just totally busted right now. I don't really know what to do with that. I guess we're just gonna have a standard Isaac run here. I'll give oh god, what have I done? I'll give myself Dead Sea Scrolls again. But I guess all the cards are off the table with respect to, like, using it every room. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe I just abused it. Or maybe there's some kind of weird interaction between the compass and Dead Sea Scrolls, although I don't think that's the case. That would be pretty weird, but, you know, this game is somewhat renowned for being a little bit glitchy sometimes. So it might be the game's weird interactions. That's terrible. Might be cheat engine's weird interactions. Let's just try it one more time. Dead Sea Scrolls without infinite item power. Which is up. Oh, we didn't even have infinite item power ticked off. Smart guy here. Oh, but it still doesn't work. Okay. So I don't know what's up with that. We're just going to try to have a standard run now. We're already like 15 minutes into this run. So now it should be a fair run for us to not skip item rooms, I think. Unless now it has infinite item power. Book of Shadows. It does have infinite item power again. Huzzah! We fixed it. It's going to Zelda us each room by causing us to actually hold the Dead Sea Scrolls over our heads. But that's fine with me. We're going to take Harlequin Baby. I don't want to mess with anything right now because it quite clearly works. So let's just stick with it as is and continue moving forwards here. That was a scary moment there. I have no idea what was causing the problems. I feel like we can probably turn that off because it's kind of getting a little annoying. Whatever, let's mess with it. So we're going to turn it off here in Cheat Engine. Cheat Engine doesn't always work 100% of the time the way you want to, but I can't complain because it's basically the only thing on the market right now. Let's just see, does it work? Lemon Mishap? Book of Shadows? Yes, it works totally fine. Alright. If it cuts out again, at least we know what to do now. That was super unusual, though. Anarchist Cookbook, again, scares the shit out of me. Okay. We found a secret room, so there is a silver lining there. Well, it's not even really a Dark Cloud, because we didn't get hit. You guys play Dark Cloud? No, that was a good game. We're gonna take the money, which is good. We still need more money. Oh, that'll do it. Okay, so we're back up, basically, to exactly where we were before we spent the money on the compass. And this is all working out now. I was really... Anarchist Cookbook could be good for us here. It actually did manage to kill them all and narrowly missed me, which is exactly the perfect situation I wanted. Now, if there's greed, we will fight greed. Because there's no reason for us not to fight greed. If he gives us some extra money, that's a good thing. We get Mom's Pad, which is going to kind of freeze him. It might freeze him long enough for us to kill him. At the very least, we'll be able to do a lot of damage. Yeah, we were able to kill him, and that's going to take us over 20 cents. In fact, it'll put us well on our way to 30. 23? Yeah, well on your way to 30. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. Dead Sea Scrolls here gives us Bob's Rotten Head, which I used promptly to explode myself. Not the best use of company resources, but that's okay. We've got Speed plus Range in here, which is definitely worth picking up. And Dead Sea Scrolls has totally borked again. If it's like every time you go into a shop, Dead Sea Scrolls is just like, you know what? Fuck you. Or maybe I have unchecked infinite item power or something. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's okay. I'm trying to figure out what... Because It's not Bob's Rotten Head. Because we got Bob's Rotten Head before and it didn't break Dead Sea Scrolls. It might be going to the shop, I guess. Because it seems to work similarly. Or it behaves similarly to what it did last time. Seriously? Like, we can't use it? Well, let's just get our way to the boss room naturally. I'll try to fix it before the boss fight. Maybe we do have to do that Zelda thing where we just put it over our heads over and over. Or maybe we just have to have a standard, basically pseudo-vanilla, like a Neapolitan run in the Binding of Isaac, because Cheat Engine appears to be effing broken. So let's put Dead Sea Scrolls on. Start with it on every room. Like so. And then we'll give ourselves the infinite item power, which turned red for whatever reason. How about now? No, it's still broken? Okay, well, whatever. We'll see if we can make it work. If we can't, we can't. I don't know what Gish is going to do for us here. But suffice it to say, I'm glad that we're fighting Gish, because I think it means we're going to get just a standard boss item. Best of both worlds. We already have Little Gish just randomly from an item room. Why not just give us the opportunity to pick up another HP upgrade or something, or, I don't know, deal with the devil, maybe? I feel like this challenge run is kind of off the table at this point. You know, Cheat Engine always has weird kind of interactions like this. Like, remember when we tried to do an all-familiar run? Like, the familiars just, after 5, just refused to stack anymore? That would have been a good run. I was really looking forward to that. Unfortunately, sometimes. I guess Compass Dead Sea Scrolls is one of those combinations that you just can't use. We'll see, though. What's Satan got for us? Brimstone. I could. Am I? I'm gonna. It's unfortunate, but the game, I feel, has kind of forced me into this position. Dead Sea Scrolls, again, is not totally working. So I guess what I'm gonna do is just take off infinite item power and add item when entering room, and we're just gonna, yeah, do things the old-fashioned way here. It's unfortunate. We still got the luck foot working out for us. And money equals power plus brimstone, not to mention this crazy speed here that is actually surprisingly difficult to control. But yeah, it sucks that it didn't work out. I have absolutely no idea. It might have been my fault, and I just am misinterpreting what's happening here, but it feels like it's the game's issue or Cheat Engine's issue. Some kind of weird interaction anyway. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the first part of this challenge run. I was enjoying it a lot, but I guess, unfortunately, I can't recommend playing it at home because it may or may not work, which is pretty much a deal breaker. So we're going to check out our item room quickly, and I'm hoping that we pick up another spacebar item at some point. I mean, if we still end up using Dead Sea Scrolls, that's fine. It's only going to be able to use like once every 3 to 6 rooms, depending on which item it gives us. But that's okay. So we got the Hermit. That's going to allow us to grow flies. And we'll use the Hermit to take us to the shop. Sorry, we got Infestation, which allows us to grow flies. And then we're just going to leave here, I guess. Don't really want to spend any money on anything like that. I would like to fight... I mean, obviously that's the secret room, and the secret room is going to contain Greed. I would like to fight Greed or Super Greed, just so we can get more money, and potentially, as a result, get another damage upgrade. Oh, that's not Greed, that's Gluttony. I mean, we can still get an HP upgrade as a result of this, and that's fine. I will gladly welcome that. I would have preferred to fight Greed, though, I've got to say. Well, hey, an extra cent! That worked out well for us regardless. Now, there is a Demon Judgment here, so we can play this 3 times. And in doing so, maybe we'll get a deal with the devil. We do not. And we'll go back in here and pick up all this health that I missed out on. There is some extra health back there, too, in the middle. But I don't think that's beneficial for us, actually. Oh, we'd have to use a key to get to it, which I don't want to do. Now, there is a library. That library represents a potential out for me, I think. In terms of getting rid of this Dead Sea Scrolls. Which is good. You might think that's making the run unfair for me. However... getting rid of Dead Sea Scrolls is kind of paramount importance if we're going to have any chance of beating this run. Because right now, it's effectively useless, whereas picking up Book of Revelations, this is turning into a pretty vintage Northernlion Isaac episode. Book of Revelations, Brimstone, money equals power, all very good 2011 era Northernlion preferred items. But yeah, like with Dead Sea Scrolls, we had basically no chance of making this run work for us. Now I kind of wish we'd picked up the battery earlier, but there's no way we could have possibly predicted this happening, of course. So, let's make our way down here. We're going to be fighting a regular version of Mom. I didn't even realize the mouse pointer had been on the screen for 100 years. My apologies. This run's just been an overall disaster. Again, my apologies for that. Got a lot of things on my plate right now between Cheat Engine not working, mouse pointer on the screen. It's been a stressful day over at Northernlion HQ. Everything's going very well in this run so far. Mom's about 50% dead. We're doing decent damage. Good crowd control. Just got hit by the hand. I always find that super annoying because it's almost like you can't predict when the hand is going to come out. It comes out so quickly. It could have hit me there, actually. But again, she's down to about 20% left. Somehow I took damage there. I felt like my dodge didn't work. Common excuse, but still. Maybe 2 more hits is going to be enough here. That should do it. And Cat of Nine Tails, absolutely garbage, especially when we already have Brimstone. We're going to be losing the Cancer Trinket, which, you know, might seem good if this was an oncologist's office, but unfortunately, since it's a YouTube Let's Player, that actually means we have a little bit lower chance of success. But we have to take the Polaroid anyway, so we might as well. And this is looking way, way more like a shoal run than a cathedral run and chest run at this point. But I mean, keep in mind, again, everything going absolutely 100% wrong here. We've got the pink glitch again. Blessing in disguise, perhaps, if we get a double floor. The pink glitch tends to coincide with getting the, like, XL floors in the womb and utero. Sadly, this time it did not. Again, anything that could go wrong in this episode is apparently going to go wrong. So I apologize to Verstech09 here. I tried to make it happen, but the cheat engine in the Binding of Isaac, the troll engine, got one over on me, I guess. That's okay, it's still making for a reasonably entertaining run, I think, anyway. Something to watch with your morning corn pops. You guys have a favorite breakfast cereal? I know a lot of people are into, you know, Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch. I'm an oatmeal crisp kind of guy, which I realize makes me 100 years old. I can't believe this is actually going to work. Oh, he moved! But oatmeal crisp, man, what can I say? I bought into the marketing. That's a delicious cereal. It needs a snappy slogan, though. Because right now, it kind of feels like a cereal that's mostly for, like, dads and maybe even grandparents. However, for, you know, the 20-something male in the busy world of YouTube Isaac Let's Playing, provides you with that gamer fuel that you need to just keep going. Every time I say gamer fuel, I die a little bit on the inside. We're gonna keep this going. Like another kill on greed. Could give us enough money. It didn't. It gave us the Steam sale, which sucks. We might as well take it, but I was hoping it would actually give us a quarter or something. Or just a pile of money to take us a little bit closer to the 40 cents that we need to get the next damage upgrade. Damage is going fine right now, but certainly could be a little bit better. And every extra damage upgrade is probably like an extra 5 or 7% chance of us actually beating the game here. So we are going to get second cube of meat. Again, that's basically a damage upgrade in some ways. That was awful. I just ran directly into Satan there. I was actually trying to time it and get like the sights coming at me in such a way that I could shoot all 4 of them at once, but clearly that was a foolish decision. Okay, so we're just going to back away from those, shoot them like so. Oh, okay, now I'm going to take some... Oh, wow, I can't believe I didn't get hit there. Or there, really. So we're just going to kill Satan first. I'm going to try anyway. This is not Satan, this is death. I will continue to make that mistake every time. Well, we actually killed the horse first by accident, but hey. Second cube of meat gives us another familiar, and this is quickly becoming a very strong run from a familiar perspective. Let's see what we've got in here. Nothing much. So we're going to fight Mom's Heart, and again, with Brimstone, Mom's Heart is usually a joke fight, basically, and I don't anticipate too much is going to change my opinion of that here. Because we do have, basically, ultimate mom fighting items. Good bomb counts. Brimstone goes through. We got a dime just sitting there on the ground. That's going to be basically a free damage upgrade. That is fucking awesome. So we're up to 41 cents. I can't remember if money equals power stops being good at 40 cents or 50 cents. I think it's 50. Basically, it stops giving you damage upgrades at that point, which is fine. I mean, otherwise you could get 9 damage upgrades if you got up to 99 cents. And the Sun card actually could be very valuable for us as well. But I think we're just gonna go to Shoal on this one. To kind of compensate for the fact that this run kind of fell apart. Now, that was a weird start to this episode, or start to this bomb fight, or Mom's Heart boss fight for me. Because I went to the right instead of going to the left. I go to the left every time. I don't know why that time, it just felt like the right was the place to be. You know, sometimes I like to be a little bit spontaneous like that. You think I'm gonna go left, I go right. Try to keep people guessing. Okay, my familiars did the job there. We're just continuing to throw in bombs whenever necessary here. Should be a fairly easy fight. And Mom's Heart is about half dead. I wonder how long it's been since we lost against Mom's Heart. It feels like it hasn't been that long. But I wonder what the, like, proportion is, because we used to die against her for a little while fairly frequently. I used to think it was actually, like, quite a difficult boss fight. That has definitely changed now. This is, like, one of the easiest boss fights we can get into at this point in the game. So again, just keep shooting some bombs in there to do some extra damage. Because Brimstone, it does something, but not a whole heck of a lot. And this should be the end. Fantastic. We're going to head down to Shoal. Weirdly enough, there was no deal with the Devil Rune that appeared that time, but that's okay. And this run should be over fairly quickly. There's another greed fight we could get into here, it looks like. And I don't discourage that, because I think basically at this point we're guaranteed to get extra money from greed. Almost walked directly over that. Because, I mean, we can't get the Steam sale, we could get the quarter, or we can get just money that he's going to leave on the ground. And if it's just money that he leaves on the ground, that's fine by me. We can probably get close to 50 cents at least. So it is greed again, as mentioned. And really in 3 brimstone shots, maybe 5 brimstone shots, he should be dead. That was not a good one, so that we've already done 2. There's 3, 4 should do it, actually. Yeah, he dies. Only gave me 4 cents, but hey, an extra bomb that might come in handy against Satan here. And I'm feeling like we've got a pretty much guaranteed success against Satan lined up. I didn't think that was going to reach me, actually. As you can see, there is an upper range on these guys, but that's okay. We're going to come down this way, which is, I think, the correct way to go to get to the boss. Come on, Monstro. Don't screw me here. Just fire your laser. We can do things the hard way here if you want to. There we go. Laser territory. Population me. Well, at least we hit him a little bit. And he also got hit by one of the green flies, I think. So again, we're just gonna keep this up. There we go. Now we've got him in laser territory, at least briefly. Oh man, this has not been a good Monstro 2 fight. That's okay, he'll be dead here. Oh, maybe not. He'll be dead here. Fantastic. And fucking finally, we might get up to 50 cents before this boss fight, which would be obviously ideal for me. Get an extra damage up before fighting some fairly difficult enemies. I mean, the Sun card is gonna help, but it's not gonna help too much. I don't know why I stepped out in front of him, but amazingly things ended up working out somewhat okay there. Demon Judgment is scary, but also tempting, much like the opposite sex. Let's see if we can kill these guys. I want to hit them both at the same time, if possible, because it basically halves the amount of work I'm going to have to do. And one more, there we go. Okay, the Sun, Hanged Man. Sun card, definitely substantially more valuable for us. And there's going to be a library. You might as well check into the library. But you can never leave. I don't know. I thought about busting into some Hotel California there. Decided against it, probably wisely. Book of Shadows could be useful for us. But I think we're going to want Book of Revelations because it's going to charge just before... Oh, you know what? We might come back there and get Book of Shadows just before the Satan boss fight. Because I think we're going to charge... Man, this monster is too quick. I think we're going to charge just before... Or charge Book of Revelations just before the Satan boss fight. So we might as well replace our book with something that'll actually help us. And I can't remember what the other one was in there. Was it Necronomicon? No, it's Telepathy for Dummies, which is absolute... I wish if you had homing shots, like from Telepathy for Dummies, it would actually work in conjunction with Brimstone. That would be hilarious, because, like, your laser beam would just curve halfway down and hit the enemy. Sadly, no such luck yet. One more hit. 2 more hits. Finally, that guy was actually surprisingly difficult. Extra bomb, never hurt anybody, and our final room before Satan. Just gonna be Fistula. Matches well against Brimstone. We could find ourselves taking a little bit of stupid damage here, but I'm hoping that we're gonna be relatively safe. So again, we'll just hide out. That was bad, and then again, what did I tell you? Stupid damage is, by this point, just a formality. If you build it, they shall come. We are going to go pick up the Book of Shadows now, and I think we've got a reasonably good chance against Satan in this boss fight. We've got 2 red hearts, 2 spirit hearts, and the Sun card, which is going to function as a Necronomicon and give us some full health as well when we get down a little bit lower. First things first, drop a bomb, drop a second bomb. Second bomb didn't work. Okay, that's okay. Just back up, take out the Fallen. The slow is going to be very beneficial here. I totally forgot I was using Brimstone. I was like, why are my shots so slow? That's okay, though. Let's fire another bomb in here if possible. That was really effective, actually. I did get hit. On the bright side, that's going to create some flies. On the negative side, you know, I took some damage. But hey, that was a fairly good Fallen fight. And if we can slow Satan, we're going to be able to get some good stuff done here. We fired some bombs in on him. I'm gonna try to save Book of Shadows as long as I can. If for no other reason than to add substantially to the excitement of this run. Which is going pretty well so far. But we are kind of, like, we have, let's not mince words here, we have no fucking chance against Isaac Blue Baby. But against Satan, surprisingly well so far. And we're just gonna time Brimstone appropriately here. It's gonna take us a little while. But I think it's gonna be worth it. I think we're gonna be able to succeed here. Not gonna be the easiest Satan boss fight we've ever had. But what is these days, you know? We're getting low. That's a good opportunity to use the Sun card. And I think Satan stepped on himself, and he died. So again, thank you to Verstech09 for that challenge run. It kind of fell off the rails there towards the end. But hey, we salvaged it, made an interesting run, at least in my own opinion. Again, continue suggesting your challenge runs. I apologize for desync issues if they've been more prevalent than in Isaac 354. But yeah, continue suggesting your ideas for a challenge run, and I will do the ones that I deem most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.